Think I have withdrawal symptoms? Yeah. Play the game, dude. All right, the music is gone. Should have some in-game volume. As we're looking at Tom versus Vaughn, this is map number 1. It's dm6, of course, everybody knows that, and Tom has the upper hand here. I feel like Vaughn might be one of these guys that excel, especially on dm2 and dm6, because he's such a slow and sneaky player. But Tom seems to be handling himself against him very well. 2.5 minutes remaining of this map number 1. I'm just gonna make sure that it was map number 1. Yeah. Oh, you're in Lanzarote? What? However you say that? Very quiet here. How long are you gonna be there? Why are you not in Ireland? And when are you returning? Stop pretending to have a life and things like that. Vaughn gets a kill with 1.5 minutes remaining. I don't think that's going to be enough to turn this map number 1 around. 3 weeks, alright. Perfect time for QuakeCon. Almost. Wait. You do return before the 7th, right? Otherwise, you're gonna... Oh, back Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Of course, we joined this one pretty late. Not sure who picked dm6, but I'm gonna assume it was Tom. But it could as well have been Vaughn, because it's like a map that fits his playstyle very well. You're waiting way too long for this red, my man. Vaughn is gonna pick up the red. 30 seconds remaining. If he wanted to have any chance in this, he can't wait for a red here. Just needs to go for it. And even then, it's not really doable. Yeah, I would also guess that this was Vaughn's map pick. Tom, I don't know how he did yesterday. I don't remember. I don't think I caught him on stream, at least, in yesterday's tournament. All right, that's GG. Map number 1. 15-8. See where we go next. 0-2 versus Lugia. Really? Well, I guess the maps were better for Lugia for sure. Hey, what's up, Gonyets? So Link, it looks like Respa was asleep or something. Or did you get a hold of him? Going to dm4. Hey, what's up, Splash? All right, we're going to dm4. And indeed, dm6 was Vaughn's pick. And this is a map that I feel like does not suit Vaughn's playstyle. But then again, there are people like Lord Lame and there are people like Link who can make dm4 work, even though... even though they play the way they play. Vaughn is gonna get the first 2 kills. Playing this slow and methodical playstyle. Who are those noobs? Pretty good players. Tom from Poland, Vaughn from, well, I guess originally Brazil. Living out in Portugal. This is the first round of this old school tournament. I call it old school because it's got old school maps in there. Only the big 3, nothing else. Eight to 0 for Vaughn here. A good start. But of course, anything can happen in a... Oh, Vaughn is out of cells here. Just picked up 12. And Another 12, so he should be fine here. Unless he eats too many rockets. Uh-oh, nice attack by Tom. It's not going to be quite enough. They're going to trade frags. And maybe Tom can have an opportunity here. He got the better spawn. Oh no, Vaughn kills himself with the help of Vaughn's rocket, of course. Tom quickly with the return kill. And oh my god, the perfect spawn from Vaughn. Vaughn and Tom and blah, 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 blah. Windquake tournament, yeah. Morning light gamer. It's all old people, just admit it. Actually, we've had a huge influx of young players lately. We have this up-and-coming 17-year-old Russian player, XMK. We got Respo, of course, playing for only like five days now. He's supposed to be playing now, but I feel like he probably overslept. We've got a couple of players from Half-Life DM. We got Use, Burn Cow, and Spectral. All three very promising players. And there's, of course, Zorak, who's going to play at QuakeCon, trying to learn the game a little bit more. He's the best North American player and best player in the world in Doombringer. He's won multiple tournaments in the past in Doombringer, in Diabolical, in Quake Live. Also a promising guy. He's not that young though. He's like 26 or something like that, but that's still young in QuakeWorld terms, right? Nice play by Vaughn. And Tom is in trouble in this map number 2. We might see a decider if this keeps going this way. Wonder if a little bit of background music would even work. Let me know if it's distracting or good. dm2 for Tom, you think? Well, you gotta root for your Polish brothers. I'm surprised. Well, surprised. Vaughn is a very good player, but this is a very good start for Vaughn, of course, on dm4. But I feel like dm4 would be the map that suits Vaughn the least. But he does have a very good lightning gun though, so maybe that... I don't know. The fact that he has a very good lightning gun could be one of the reasons that he's actually doing pretty well on dm4, because I feel like his playstyle is just wrong for the map. But it's working so far against Tom anyways. We might be going to a dm2 decider, and for those of you who've watched me for years, I love dm2 deciders. Like, dm2 deciders are some of the most amazing games. When people ask me about the best like game ever or decider ever, I always mention that Locktar versus Bulat won in like 2009 or whatever. Bulat took the lead 6 to -1 and had a 7 frag lead with 3 minutes remaining of the game on dm2. And of course, Bulat being Bulat, he's gonna hide. He's gonna hide at Telly. He's gonna hide in Red Mega. And he tried doing that, but somehow Locktar managed to turn that around, and he won it in 3 minutes. Got 7 frags in 3 minutes against someone who's only trying to hide, and that was like one of the most exciting games I've ever seen. And it was a dm2 decider, and like, I love that. I love it. First frag for Tom and then hide rest of the time. It could work against Vaughn. Because I don't feel like... actually, this music is distracting for me. So let's turn that fader down. I don't know if it was nice or not for you guys, but it was distracting as hell for me. I feel like Vaughn's playstyle is not very good for chasing people. So if you don't have the lead on dm2, if he doesn't get the first frag, I feel like it's probably going to be hard for him to catch up, I believe. Tom gets a couple here. Still though, 35-7. I could hardly hear anything except your voice and a little of game sounds. You want higher game sounds? This should be pretty loud. I'm not sure. Faders are fun. Audio is fine. All right, thanks. Oh, you mean you could hardly hear the music? Okay. That was probably louder for me. 3 minutes left. 24 frags. Not gonna happen, I don't think. We should be looking at a map number 3 and a deciding dm2. Link isn't talking, so I'm curious if Respa woke up or not. He probably didn't, but who knows? Andy's voice is real ASMR pleasure. Thanks, man. Thing about doing commentary is that you don't want to overdo it. Link and Respa are playing? Really? Holy ball sacks. So Respa did wake up. Can you keep me updated about the score? Because he's gonna run into a brick wall that is Link and a very defensive player, and I don't think that he's ready for that. It could be interesting. No, but I was gonna say the thing about commentary is that when things aren't exciting, you can't force excitement. Like, I love QuakeWorld too, and I probably always will. And I do get excited about games. But if the score is 41-18 with 1.5 minutes remaining, I'd rather talk to chat. And, you know, talk about other things and wait for the next game. The deciding game might be exciting, and that's when you might hear me do some quick commentary and play-by-play and, you know, be all excited and so on. You can't force that shit. So therefore, we're kind of ASMR for a little bit. Just relaxed. 7-0 for Link now on dm6. Okay. Curious what Respa is gonna choose. Or maybe that was Respa's choice actually. It was his pick, yeah. It did pretty well on dm6 when we played dm2. Link camping behind Telly already. 72. Oh, damn. Nice, Respa. I so want to see that game. But we have a decider coming up here. I'm gonna watch the demos afterwards. Dude, I want to see that. Okay, GG. 54-20. We're going to dm2 decider. Link camping behind Tully already. I did warn Respa. I'm just gonna tab out to see if he answered. Yeah, okay, he just said he just woke up. That's all he said. I hope that he took what I said to heart. Because I told him how Link is gonna be playing. Just in time for a dm2 decider. Welcome, Nitro. I guess you just got home from work. Good to see you, mate. As always. One of the founding subscribers, actually. You still have that founder icon next to your name. Vaughn is going to get 1 mega and both the red armors, but Tom has the high ground. This is a very difficult fight to take, and Tom is going to win the first frag. Yeah, that was just bad positioning from Vaughn. I understand that he wanted to push it. That makes sense. You kind of want to. If you can secure both the red armors, that's a good sign that, like, okay, you know that your enemy is only going to have a yellow. But here we go. A big fight. Tom is going to run away from that. Smartly so. So, yeah. You know that your enemy can only have a yellow armor. So, you kind of want to push the issue. But you got to be careful with that. That's perfect timing for Tom to get back into back room. He's now on 200. This is a good opportunity for Tom. He can actually catch him here. Go for it. Go for it, Tom. No, you got to jump sooner. He's still going to catch him. And Vaughn is in trouble. Oh, he's so lucky to be up on top. That is so lucky for Vaughn. If he had fallen down, that's a secure kill for Tom. But he lives to fight another day. And Tom is going to have to run away from here. Oh, careful, Tom. You don't have much armor left. Don't fall into the lava. Okay, you gotta hurry. No! Vaughn is gonna find the frag and the spawn frag. And Vaughn is now up 2-1. I feel like Tom misplayed that. Tom misplayed that. He should have gone for the armor way sooner. Instead, he allowed himself to get knocked down into the lava, and I don't think Vaughn is going to leave this area. He's probably staying here, sticking around. Hey, what's up, Misty? Oh, no! Vaughn takes a lava bath as well, and he's going to die in the lava. We're tied at 1. What just happened? He's going to get a spawn frag instead. So 1-1 when it comes to spawn frags. No, he's going to get another. And Tom is up 3-1. Sometimes you got to be lucky. He's going to find another one. And another one. Are you joking? 5-1, Tom. So lucky with the spawns. And Vaughn is going to give up yet another one. And another one. It's going to be a 7-1 lead for Tom. And now he might not leave. Actually, he's looking for more. He wants more blood. He's going to play this aggressively. And that's going to be difficult for him. They might trade here. No, Tom is going to get the frag and win that fight. And maybe a spawn frag? No. Instead, he's going for the secret. Playing it a little bit safe. That is the magic of dm2. That's what I love about it, though. And it can swing. It can go the other way as well. We've seen Reppy versus UL. Don't forget. If you don't remember that game, I've done a review of it. It's up on YouTube. One of those amazing games. Alright, so now we're slowing down the game. After Tom just got like 7 spawn frags in a row. Oh, you don't want to miss that. He knows that the mega is up, so I like the idea. Oh, no. Because he missed that, Vaughn was allowed to escape. And there we go. Here comes the fight. Tom has the high ground, though. So I think, yeah, that's an easy win for Tom. If I were him, I'd just go for a yellow and then rocket jump up to high mega. Oh, okay, he's going to take this route instead. That's also a safe way, and you still get a yellow armor. It's slightly slower, though, which is why he gets caught by 1 rocket here. But that should be fine. He still has the high ground. This is not a good fight for Vaughn. Vaughn is going to go down yet again. 10-1, and this might be a spawn frag as well. No, Tom is not going to push the issue. Maybe he is, though. He's only got 100 HP. Yeah, he's going to back off now. With a lead 10-1, there's no reason to chase. In that situation, at least, you might run into a rocket and die. I need an update on the Respa Link game. What happened on dm6? This is gonna be another kill for Tom. He's playing this perfect. Realist 40. Yo, what's up? Who is considered the world's strongest QuakeWorld player at the moment? That would be Milton from Finland. And yeah, Tom is probably not leaving here. Waiting for an armor. If he exits... Oh, he is. Okay. Good timing on that mega. I wonder why Vaughn doesn't have like all items at this point. Let's watch Vaughn because he needs to hunt for frags. And he's got 5 minutes to do it. 18-5 on dm6. Okay. Link is gonna choose dm4 100%. Vaughn is gonna miss the rocket jump. Once again, Tom with the high ground. They're gonna swap places, but Vaughn was already way too low. Oh, dm2, really? They're going dm2. I thought Link was gonna pick dm4. Maybe he understands that Respa has a very, very scary lightning gun. His hit scan is very, very good. And Link probably felt that. So he's like, okay, let's not do dm4. Let's go dm2. Oh. He's gonna get the feeling of CS. Respa is gonna experience the feeling of CS. Yeah, he got raped a few times by LG. Right. What about Reload? I remember him being on top. Now, Reload is a hard case, right? He's Australian and he's got a family and everything. It's kind of hard to play against Reload. We had an event last year, almost a year ago now, between Locktar and Reload, a best of 5 on dm2. That was a pretty cool event. That ended 3-2 in favor of Reload. But Locktar is a significantly weaker player than Milton is. So don't forget that. I don't think that Reload would stand a chance against Milton. But he's a very entertaining player to watch, though. Very entertaining. If Milton's so good, how come he's never beaten me in a duel? I mean, we've never played, but still. Yeah, that is true. Milton never really had a break. Only like for a month or something like that. But never a real long break. He's been very, very consistent. And that is one way you can explain his play style as well. He doesn't have off days or days where he plays really bad. His lowest is already better than everybody else. He also just won the QuakeWorld tournament and earned himself another $12,000 from that tournament. That was all played in the US. So he was playing on high ping, no anti-lag, and he still won that. $12,000, just like that. And he massacred poor GT in the finals. It was something like 30 to -1. I mean 50 to... No, 30 to -1, yeah. He never won the Tour de France either. Tour de France. $23-2. Safe to say that this game is over. I'm not even gonna watch this. You know what? You know what? Let's check out the last game between Respa and Link. 1 to -1. It's the current score. 8 minutes left. I want to see this. All right, so we got Respa with okay, it's 3 to -1 now, and Link is only gonna be defensive here. It's Link after all. He's gonna run into traps all the time, I think. Oh, anytime. I'll answer anything. Always. Link playing a little bit more like a normal player. I mean, Link is aware of the fact that Respa is super new to the game. He hasn't even played for 1 week. Let's keep that in mind. This is a very, very brand new player. So maybe Link will not do normal Link stuff all the time? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, difficult fight for Respa. He's gonna have to run away here, and Link recognizes that he can push the issue. Let's see what Link does, if he goes for any spawn frags or if he does Link stuff. Link's gotta be Link. You know how it goes. Setting a trap for Respa. Not making any noise, and here he goes. He is gonna find Respa, and oh, Respa is in a very bad position. You don't want to take a fight there. It's so easy to just shoot rockets at the wall. You don't even really have to aim for the enemy. You just shoot at the wall and you're vulnerable. How to get into dueling? Just play duel. There are many ways to get better at dueling. So one thing you can do is find other rookies. We have a rookies corner on the main QuakeWorld Discord where you can find other rookies to play against. And that's one way to do it. Or you can do it the way that I did. Just play against good players from the start. Get owned like 50-0. And keep getting owned 50-0 until you start getting owned 49-1. And then maybe 48-2. And then 47-3. And then keep doing that until you're decent at the game. That's what I did. And I like the fact that I did that because it also made it so that when I played against players that were of lower skill, then it was kind of easy. It was kind of easy then. So if you play 1,500 arrow walk games against BPS on arrow walk and you lose every single game. Oh, Link is gonna die here. Respa has a chance. Albeit a very small one, but he gets a frag. Where is Link? Okay, he's in the back room, naturally. But yeah, if you lose 1,500 arrow walk games in a row against BPS, if you play someone else on arrow walk, they're probably gonna feel pretty bad, unless it's like Locust or Milton or someone. But even Locktar felt easy on arrow walk after Locktar is not necessarily a very good arrow walk player, but he felt super easy after playing BPS so much. So where is Link hiding? Look at Link, dude. Let's watch from this perspective until he does something. Okay, he's gonna change position, and here he comes. I feel so sorry for Respa, man. Now, I want to say that Max and Burn that he faced in the two previous ones are better players than Link. But on dm2, dm4, dm6, Link knows his way around these maps and he knows how to abuse every single defensive playstyle. But yeah, most people don't take the route that I did. Most people play in those rookie cups that people are mentioning in the chat and play against other rookies. Also, someone should message Respa to get on that Discord as well. I haven't given that to him yet. Someone do that, please. That would be a good experience for him as well. Alright, this game is naturally over. Respa got to feel the wrath of Link. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Man, you're up early. That's like 6:30 over there, I believe. If my math is correct. Never do quick math on stream, but I always tend to do it anyways, or attempt it. Respa is too good? He's played the game for 4 days. Your math is correct. Hell yeah. Oh, nice attack by Respa. He might win this one. Yay! And he gets the spawn frag as well. Dude, he deserves that. He deserves that. Respa is from Netquake. No. He's from Doombringer and Quake Live and Diabolical. So he's an arena FPS player, but he's way too young for QuakeWorld. He's 22 years old. And really, the only reason he even found out about QuakeWorld is probably through me. All right, GG's. Thank you for the games, Link says. And Respa got to hit Link in the first round. Congratulations. That's unlucky. All right, let's have a look at the bracket. Let me introduce some music as well. Boom. Where are we at here? Oh, Used lost to Micah. I was rooting for Used there. Is Reppy still active? Reppy's around. He doesn't play as much as he used to. But he's talking to the Sudden Death crew and everything. NCR beat Alice. So we're gonna have NCR versus Kippo. Mystical versus Tom. I kind of want to see that. Xero versus Holy is also a good one. Ooh. Micah versus Splash. Racket versus Evil probably. Better than me. Oh. Hope to see some dm2 with Racket. Yeah. Not impossible. I tried calling out Goblin the other day. He didn't reply. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Goblin has been taking a step back a little bit. And kind of chilling a little bit on the alcohol. He was going down a bad path for a little bit. But he'll be back one day. And maybe then he'll respond. Mystical, Tom, Xero versus Holy, Nightmare versus whoever wins between Annie and Cybot, Kippo versus NCR. This one is not interesting. Billy the Kid is going to win that. Link versus ER, Splash versus Micah, or Racket versus Evil, most likely. What you guys want to see? Check WhatsApp. Dude, I'm streaming, brother. Check it quickly. Tell them to DM me. I'm 7 years sober. Yeah, I'm also sober. Not a like an what's it called? Absolutist or totalist or whatever. I'll have a beer with a couple of friends. But I'm apart from that super sober. Okay, I need to know which game do you guys want to see? Which games are already happening? So a lot of people are watching Holy versus Xero. I believe that could be a very good game. I definitely do. I want to catch that. Holy versus Xero. Let's go. I'm making the call. This is an all Swedish game. And they've just begun the dm4, which I do believe is both of their best map, maybe? But Holy is very strong here. I've played him many times. But Xero is a very good player as well. Just gonna make sure that I didn't miss a single. Oh, we already had a dm2 that Holy won 5-3. Yeah, that would have been the pick of Xero for sure, and then Holy picked dm4. So we're already one map in here. Did I miss something about Goblin? Yeah, KF or Ronnie called him out on Discord at some point when Ronnie was drunk. And I just said that Goblin has been taking a step back for a little bit. Yeah, Holy winning 5-3 on dm2 is pretty crazy. But Xero is a good dm4 player as well, which is by far Holy's best map. And I feel like if this goes to a deciding map, Zero has the upper hand. I don't think that Holy is a big dm6 player, but Zero of course does have dm6 experience, especially in 2-on-2. But that's an upset win. The 5-3 on dm2, that's amazing from Holy. But I do feel like Holy could take this 2-0, but Zero is a good dm4 player as well. But this is mainly what Holy plays. Holy with another frag, 8-2 early on in this one. Hey, what's up, Micah? Congratulations on the win against Use. Holy going strong early on in this dm4. And I feel like he needs to win this. Okay, they're gonna trade a better spawn for Holy. Is he gonna make it first? Yeah, okay. Xera's gonna opt to go for the armors instead. Holy needs to be careful not to get spammed down here. One armor is still available. He's gonna go for the yellow. There he is, the pickup. Yeah, he needs to be careful. Xera is kind of in the driver's seat here. Even though Holy is up 12. Oh, that's a beautiful first rocket. That's gonna be a kill. And he can wait for the red here before leaving. If he's even gonna leave. Holy is a good dm6 player and he's very aggressive. He snuck a dm4 of Milton. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of dm4 against Holy. Not too much dm6 though. Not too much dm6. So I didn't know that he was a strong dm6 player. Maybe I'll retract my statement that he needs to win this one because... But then again, Xera is scary. I wouldn't want to face him on dm6 at least. Oh, Holy just ran out of rockets. Otherwise, that was another free spam rocket. Maybe too obvious of a rocket jump from Xera. He knows that he needs to attack. And that's all good and dandy, but you have to be, you know, trick your opponent. You can't just rocket jump straight into rocket spam. Say hello to the waifu BPS. And the kids, of course. And confirm Holy is good on dm4. We had a good series of games one time. Yeah, Holy is very good on dm4. What I didn't know was that he was capable of winning 5-3 against Zero on dm2. That's very impressive. And I also don't know too much about his dm6 skill. I don't think I've ever played him on dm6. A molecule. Also known as Lars Di Natale. Holy playing a very strong game here. 20-2. We might not be getting that dm6 and Zero might be out. 2-0 perhaps. 4.5 minutes remaining. 19 frags. Definitely doable on this map, but Holy is playing. He's still in control. And oh, what is he doing? That is... It's like he heard Zero jump into the lava. So he was like, I want to be polite and also jump into the lava. He had plenty of time to adjust his move, like adjust his descent. But he didn't. But quickly takes back control. So Holy is now back into it. But I wonder what happened there. Holy was just kind of floating in the air and then just fell into the lava for no reason whatsoever. I want to look at that clip after this game actually hangs on. I don't know which one that is. (26-3). It's impressive how Holy took back control, by the way. After all that, after the weird lava bath and all that, quickly took back control. And even though he's going to lose out on the armors now, he's still got position, plenty of cells. And now all of a sudden, Zero doesn't have that much anymore. And they're probably, yeah, they're going to trade frags here. Zero gets the better spawn, but now he has a lot of frags to make up for in 3 minutes. I don't think that's gonna be enough. And oh, nice play by Holy. Doesn't even eat any spam rockets. He's gonna pick up the lightning gun pack, and oh, perfect play from Holy. But then the perfect spawn from Zero, of course. I mean, what else can you expect in a moment like that when you do a really nice play? When you make a nice play and then only to see that happen. That's one rocket that Holy always hits. I've played him so many times on dm4. Every time you go for a yellow, he times that damn rocket perfectly every time. It's like he has wall hacks or something. Oh, he got fooled by the teleporter sound. And I actually did too. I thought he was chasing Zero for some reason. Just nice defensive play. Nice spam from Holy. You know, if you have to eat 2 rockets before the fight even begins, it's kind of hard to win. Oh, another lava bath for Zero. And he just gives a smiley face. Solid game from Holy. Way more solid than last time I played him. 33-5. But this dm2 win is what matters the most. Like 5-3 on dm2 against Zero, who's a very strong dm2 player. I guess Zero is technically more of a 2-on-2 player nowadays, but still, he knows. Oh my god, poor Zero. So we've had a couple of red armor spawns. At opportune moments. Yeah, this one is over. 40-7. Utter domination on dm4. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be way closer. But then again, both of these players played this. Like, this could have been 42-7 in favor of Zero as well. The way these guys play, they don't really slow down the game too much. Look like streamer curse to me. Yeah, true. Funny how many Finns and Swedes came out for the big 3 compared to previous days. Yeah, they like their old school dm2, dm4, dm6 only, and nothing else. You see Racket join the Discord the moment, like, or earlier today, like, oh, dm4, dm2, dm4, dm6. Okay, I'm in. Of course. 8 seconds remaining. This is gonna be GG's. Holy advances and Zero is eliminated. That's unfortunate for Zero. GG. And he's gonna quit. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this clip. Oh yeah, that is a nice move. Damn. Nice. I'm really curious what happened after that though. Like, so Zero took a lava bath in at Mega, and Holy was just floating and was like, okay, I'll take a lava bath too, just to help you out. Why not? Splash 1 against Micah. Okay, 2-0 there. And Valda beats Evil. Okay. Racket. Let's have a look at what games are going on. Let's get back some music back into this. Splash Racket soon enough? Yeah, possible. Oh shit. Higgs with the dropped subs. Splash, Spectral, Impulse, well, Raga. Matto, Vaughn, everyone getting a sub from Higgs. Thank you very much, Higgs. Always a pleasure having you on the stream. Respa 18 to 6 on dm6, 14 to 2 on dm2. Didn't get to play dm4, unfortunate, but okay, what games are going on? Racket versus Valde. Racket is winning that, so that should be a Splash versus a Racket. Maybe that's something we can watch. Another Swedish game, Swede versus Swede. ER versus Link is going on, but I feel like ER has the upper hand there. Racket versus Valde is still one map away. Okay. Let's hop into it then. Follow Racket before his game against you, Splash. All right, we're going to dm2. That's what people asked for. They wanted to see Racket on dm2. Now they will. That scores. Yeah, 36 to -1 against Valde. Oh, Racket is gonna go down. Valde gets the first kill. Spamming away at Tully exit. Actually, Racket already got a frag before that. And oh no, Valde is gonna go down in the lava. Racket up by 1. So we get to spectate him a little bit. He's gonna use a rocket jump, try to catch Valde as he's trying to get this high rocket launcher. Don't. Oh, you looked the wrong way, Racket. Good start to that fight from. Oh my god, Racket. He was going for the rocket jump to get out of there, but kind of got stuck at the button instead. Oh, this is a crazy attack by Valde. 9 HP, 9 armor, and he goes for the rocket jump to try and catch. Oh, you need to go for. You need to go, Valde. You're getting stuck here. No. So many mistakes. So many mistakes. First QuakeWorld tournament ever. It was fun. Splash beat the shit out of me. Yeah, but I saw you won against Use. So you got your first win in a tournament as well. So congratulations for that. Racket takes the lead 2-0 after that exchange. Oh, we almost got the squish as well. That would have been neat. Is he gonna be able to stop him before? No. Valde is gonna get all the items. He's gonna escape. Good spam count or good rockets from Racket though. I hate that rocket jump that Racket just did. There's a much better rocket jump that you can do to get out of there without losing 31 armor. That's the only reason I hate it. I've heard of some Bulat. Bulat is a legend. He's not the best Russian player, but he's a legend. Once again, Valde is gonna get all the backroom items. Nice job by Racket. Understanding that Valde probably wasn't gonna make that trick jump to get out of there. It's not very easy to do, especially under pressure. Let's just sit back and watch Racket have a good time on dm2. I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. I guess now Dot, best Russian player. Yeah, I believe Dot is the best Russian player, and I think Dot has for a very long time been the best Russian player if you add everything together. Maybe not always, all the time in duels, but overall, I would say Dot has been the best player for a long time now from Russia. because he plays everything. He's very good in 4-on-4. He's good in 2-on-2. He's good in 1-on-1. But Bulat is a legend. So not to take anything away from him, he's also an amazing guy. Really nice guy. Yesterday I told the story of him making it over to QH LAN in Sweden without speaking any English, without speaking any Swedish. And there are no Swedish people, or unless they are from Russia, who speaks Russian. So, or if they're in the like space program or something, then you're required to learn Russian. But that's the only time. Maybe Valde could get a frag here. Racket is very low and he's gonna lose this fight. Valde gets on another frag. I was about to say on the board, but he already had 3. Oh, Racket super aggressive. I like that. I like that playstyle. As you guys know. Valde is getting stuck down here, and it's gonna be a kill for Racket. And a mega for Racket. Or maybe not. How do you manage that? It's almost harder to do than to not do. Valde does have a mega though. He does have the stack advantage, but Racket doesn't have to be aggressive the way that Valde has to. And I think Racket just lost track of Valde. He was actually up in the air above him from the knockback of the rockets. And I don't think that Racket really realized. But what makes Bulat a legend? Okay, so Bulat has an infinite amount of funny quotes. Because he speaks English so poorly, but he still tries to. So he's been playing for many years, and there's always been games against Bulat, and he's always been a good dueler. So he's been in plenty of like semi-finals and finals. I'm sure he's probably won a couple of tournaments as well. But like if you want to know more about Bulat and why he's a legend, all you have to do is go to wiki.quakeworld.nu. So that's wiki.quakeworld.nu. And then search for Bulat, and you'll get all the information you need. Oh, Valde is stuck between a rock and a hard place. No mercy from Racket. He's probably gonna rocket jump here and chase him down to low. Oh, he just got stuck. That would have been a beautiful play. And you will see a guy who plays QuakeWorld in a suit at LANs. Yes, that is very true. What about the quote this morning? What happened this morning? Oh, you mean on WhatsApp? Yeah. It's also funny because I understand a bit of Dutch after living in the Netherlands, pretty much living in the Netherlands for 2 years. I understand quite a bit of Dutch, so I could understand the answers as well, and it's kind of funny. Thanks once again for your answers. Anytime, mate. You're always welcome to ask questions on Sunnet TV. I will always answer. I wouldn't say that I speak Dutch. That is an overstatement. The thing is, when I lived in the Netherlands, I was under constant exposure to Dutch. Because everyone around me spoke Dutch. So you start picking up on like what people are talking about and what simple phrases mean. And then again, it's not very, very different from Swedish or English for that matter. So it was kind of easy. What I struggle the most with though is pronunciation. Pronunciation is very hard in Dutch. One HP on Racket. 20 to 5, 45 seconds remaining. This game is over. Of course, Valde is going to be eliminated. And I think I'm going to stay on this server because I kind of want to see Racket versus Splash. That could be a very good one. Pronunciation is very different. Yeah. Also depending on like where you're from. So I lived for a while in Amsterdam, or actually in Flevoland for a while in Almere. And then when I moved to Amsterdam Nord, and then all the way down to Tunisia, and that's almost Belgium, and they have dialects like it's very different. And like if you get up to Groningen, there's an entirely different. Then you have harder G's instead of the normal G's, and yeah, it's a little bit different. Written Dutch looks a bit like a mix of German and Swedish to me. I wouldn't say Swedish. You're from the south, live close to the Belgian border? Well, I lived a very long time in Tunisia. So that's almost as south as you get. Or very long time, like a year or something. Down in Tunisia. Beautiful town though. It's got this like small town vibe to it. You have been around, good sir. Have you been to rural Sweden? If I have? Brother, I am from Sweden. I'm Swedish. I live in Stockholm right now, but I've probably been almost everywhere in Sweden. Nobody here in the server, true. Let's go to this. Let's have some music and let me find them. I do want to see the next game though. Splash versus Racket. That could be a very good one. I'm going to update the bracket, see what happened here. So Billy the Kid, as expected, he did move on. ER versus Link is probably still ongoing. Kip has... Okay, so Annie won that. Was this close? He won dm6, lost dm2 4-2. No, he won... He lost dm6 against Cybot. Okay. Do you think there's a big difference between the rural Norway and rural Sweden? I don't know too much about the rural Norway. I've never actually been to Norway. I've been to like the border between Sweden and Norway, but I've never been to any Norwegian cities or anything, or the countryside. So I can't answer that. I don't know too much about Norway. You're gonna have to ask in Norwegian. But about written Dutch, I don't think it's a mix between Swedish and German. I would rather say maybe a mix between German and like English. Or something. But written Dutch is actually kind of easy to understand once you know the basics of how it works. And just some basic nouns. Sweden trees, Norway mountains. Well, in northwestern Sweden, there's plenty of mountains as well. What nationality is ER? ER is Polish, but he lives in Ireland. Yeah, fjords would be the correct. Actually, I've always wanted to go. So before my dad died, he and my younger brother many years ago went fishing in the fjords. So they had a boat that they took all the way from Sweden around Sweden all the way up to Norway, and went fishing in the fjords, and that looked pretty damn amazing. I couldn't join them though. All right, so they're on a server. Let me find them. Racket and Splash, they're on dm4. Missing the start. Well, people are so quick at going ready. Here we go. Splash has taken the lead 1-0. That much we know in game number 1. Racket has the red. So does Splash. And oh my god, that is like an exchange where you both just have like a gentleman's agreement, right? That we're just gonna shoot each other with the lightning gun, and whoever has the biggest stack wins, because we're both gonna hit 100% of our lightning gun. They were just hugging and just like, I believe I have a bigger stack, and the other guy is like, no, I believe I have a bigger stack, so let's find out. And apparently Racket had the bigger stack. That looked funny. Yeah. That's exactly what we would call it in Swedish. Splash with a 4-3 lead in this very close opening of dm4. Oh, what a beautiful rocket by Splash, and he's gonna escape with the mega intact. Ah, he missed a rocket jump. I know he didn't want to miss that one. That would have been great to maybe even get a red to pair up with that mega. Still gonna get the frag though, and 83 early on. I saw Splash was warming up against OK98, and he was winning quite bad. Like, he was winning a lot, by a lot, against OK98 on dm4. Splash very low on HP here. Only one rocket remaining as well. He's going to wait for the yellow, but that's not really going to allow him to escape. He's going to have to... Oh, he's going to use his last rocket. Actually, he found a pack, so he's got 5 more. Oh, nice rocket again from Splash. Not really relying on his lightning gun, but he's hitting some beautiful rockets instead. Which is kind of ironic, considering that Racket's name is literally rocket in Swedish. Look at that spam coming out from Splash. It's almost impossible for Racket to do anything. Look at that. He didn't even use the lightning gun. And the moment he did, he lost the fight. I don't know if that qualifies for caster curse. I don't think so. Oh, ooh, that was close to being a beautiful kill. That's 85 cells for Racket though. Splash needs to be careful here. This is the first map indeed. dm4. No idea who picked it. But one of the Swedish players did. It's also a rocket in Dutch, yeah. So are you Dutch living in the US, or do you just know Dutch for some other reason, or bits and pieces of Dutch? Racket's pick, okay. Thank you, Skirk. Oh, that's a nice attack by Splash. Is it gonna be enough to get the kill? Yeah, it is. That was a full red armor on Racket. I am Dutch. Okay, what are you doing in the US? Ah, I see Birker. Okay, so close. I guess it's a pretty universal thing then. Racketti in Finnish. Even in non-Germanic, maybe it's a very, very modern word. Because usually like older words are very, very different between Germanic languages and non-Germanic languages. But I guess rocket is like one of those. They didn't know what rockets were 10,000 or 1,000 years ago rather. They didn't know what a rocket was. So it's probably a very modern name, and then it kind of becomes the same in all languages. Or most languages. I saw a funny meme the other day about the word island. So, you know, in English it's island. In most languages it's something about isle, right? Isla in Spanish and so on. And then you get to Swedish, or the Norse languages I should say, and it's it's just one letter. That's how we say island in Swedish. And I know in Norwegian it's like øy with a Y. Has anyone here ever been to Svalbard? No, but I want to visit. But it's mostly scientists living up there. Spider. Spindel. Edderkopp. Edderkopp, okay. $21-8 for Splash here. But yeah, so island in Swedish is just one vowel, nothing else. And And the same is true for river, by the way. Then you just change that to an O, which is one of those A's with a circle above them. That means river. Hamaheki. All right. Middle English. I don't know. Yay, Swedish lessons. Yeah, I mean, Swedish is a funny language in many ways, especially when it comes to some of those weird things. Like, it's so natural to a Swedish person, and it doesn't sound weird, right? Like, and then o, which means island and river, respectively. That's not weird to us, but if you write it down and compare it to other languages, that's freaking ridiculous. Such a complex thing as a river and something as big as an island can be. You just, one vowel. That's enough. That's enough for that name. Or for that noun. Kind of funny. But yeah, Splash is going to win map number 1. I would assume we're going to dm2 next. Ostrov. Actually, I've heard that word before. Racket, rocket, etc. It is from Italian rocetta. Roccia, the staff of spinning wheel. Oh. Well, it still has to be. But why was it loaned in other languages like Russian and Finnish that are not Germanic at all? That's the question. That just means that it has to be a very modern... That's the only explanation I can think of. It has to be a modern word. Even if it comes from rocetta. Rocetta from Italia. Military language spreads quickly. Yeah. True. Good win here by Splash. 47-12. Maybe a last one here as well. Or a couple. There you go. 49-13. Let's see that dm2 that we're expecting. Unless he throws a curveball and goes dm6. But I don't think he wants to do that. Oh! This was the pack of Racket, right? Was that what Skirk just said? Maybe I just completely forgot what... Yeah, so Skirk did say that Racket chose dm4. I'm out of my mind. And Racket is like walkover. He's given up already. Sorry, Skirk. Yeah, you did say this. Somehow in my brain, I imagined that Splash picked dm4 because he was warming up on dm4 against OK98. So the thing is, Splash was probably gonna pick dm4. I think that was his plan all along. I think he wanted dm4. And then for whatever reason, Racket went that route instead. So Splash is like, okay, then you just basically allow me to avoid dm2 for free. But good start for Racket here, actually. It's gonna force Splash away. I like the word for lightning. Blixt. Yeah. Man, I hated dm6 back in the day. Oh, really? A lot of people really enjoyed dm6 back in the day, before people kind of figured the map out and got really good with the lightning gun. Like, if you play someone like Goblin or Paradox or one of those guys, the old good players on dm6, it's really fun because they have a really fun playstyle of being very active. And you can see Racket is kind of playing that kind of style as well. Doesn't have any rockets here. He's gonna time the mega, but he has no ammo. He needs to be careful here. He can't really take a full-on fight. But if you look at more modern players like Locust, for example, if you're against Locust, that's a nightmare on this map. He's just gonna stand on GL and never leave, and that's really boring. But if you're active and not standing here where Splash is standing, this is a real fun map, I believe. How are the games going? Yo, Respa, welcome back. They're going pretty well. This is two Swedish players, two old schoolers, Splash and Racket, both very old players. As in, I guess both age and experience, but I mean experience when I say old. They've been playing for many years. They're on dm6 here with a pretty slow start, 1-1 after 2 minutes. Splash keeping control of this area, but Racket did manage to steal a red. So Racket has a red. He's also gonna have the mega. How is he on ammo? He's way better off than Splash is. Splash is gonna have a full red. It's gonna come down to aim and engagement here. Who can get the better engagement? That's all that's gonna matter here. I think that Racket wants to fight before this mega runs out, and that's exactly what he's gonna do, but he's not gonna win the fight. It's gonna be Splash instead. He's gonna survive with 60 HP. But the red is about to spawn, and Racket is there. He's gonna get this red and maybe chase for a frag afterwards. He also has timing on the mega, so he might be able to get the next mega as well. Splash needs to be careful. Racket is coming in. He's probably gonna wait for the mega. He doesn't have a lightning gun though. That's a big problem for Racket. He's gonna eat one of the rockets, and then he's gonna chase. He's gonna go for it, and that's not gonna work for Racket. 3-1 for Splash, and there should be a spawn frag as well. That's very close. Just before that, red was spawning, and now Splash is looking scary. The mega did run out, but he has red. He's got the lightning gun. He's gonna go for the red. This is gonna give up the red, I think, when he goes for the mega, I mean. Or maybe not, because the Racket was attacking the mega. Yeah, okay, it did give up the red eventually. But Splash is okay with that. He still has 159 red left, and Racket is forced to try to go for this. And he's never winning this fight. Good rocket though, and another one. Okay. That's what he needed. I was gonna say he's not gonna be able to escape the lightning gun room without taking damage, and he didn't. But then he had two beautiful rockets to keep Splash at bay. Oh no, he's making too much noise. That is such an easy prediction rocket from Splash. He heard him all the way. Like, you don't need wall hacks if someone is making that much noise, you know? 6-1. Racket is still challenging, but Splash is on 200 armor. Racket is gonna be more stacked, but oh no, maybe a bad fight. Actually, Splash is entirely out of ammo. He's nothing, and Racket only has 2 rockets. They're so low on ammo, both of them. Racket is gonna try to challenge here, but that is not the right decision. Now he's out of rockets and out of cells. He's gonna have to run for his life. almost gets this. He almost got the telefrag. That was close. That would have been a huge telefrag. Splash finally picks up the lightning gun. Also making sure he's not being followed. This time might pick up... Yeah, he picked up one of the cell packs. Oh, this is bad news for Racket. He has a red armor, but Splash is going to be able to secure himself this next red, and he already has the mega. Nice defensive rockets from Splash, just denying Racket any chance of attacking him. Up a couple more cells Splash does, and what can Racket do here? He still needs to refill on a new red, I believe. Or just wait out this mega, but that's valuable time that's running out. Splash has no way to damage himself. So he can't pick up that red even if he wants to. Okay, so Racket is kindly gonna help him out. There you go. There's the pickup, and he also took some damage afterwards, so the next one he could potentially pick up, but he still has 0 rockets. But he's gonna time this mega perfectly. This is a good split of the items. Oh, he's not going for the mega just yet. Maybe he'll go back for... What is he gonna do? No, he goes for the mega, but that's a very late pickup. That's gonna give away the red to Racket. So the items were split perfectly to pick up the mega and then make his way back to red, but he didn't. For whatever reason. He does earn himself a couple of rockets, but here comes Racket. This is a good fight from Racket. Splash is down to 18 HP. He's gonna go down, and Racket is gonna get the next red as well. He has ammo enough to get more kills. He's gonna pick up that pack, and now he has plenty of ammo. He's gonna be able to time this mega as well. He knows that Splash had it, so if he wants it, he could go for it. And that's another frag. 6-3. This is gonna be a spawn frag, and where is Splash spawning now? He's definitely gonna get the mega on the other side of the map, which means Racket needs to wait for this red. Ooh, he was contemplating using a rocket jump to try to attack. And here we go. Splash, where are you? He's probably gonna try to slow this down. Splash does not have a lightning gun. And he's gonna try to fall down for one, and it's not gonna work. Racket, hit your cells, and there you go. Splash goes down, and this should be a spawn frag as well. Don't let him steal the red. Whatever you do, Racket, you cannot let him steal the red. Oh no! Racket is gonna get telefragged by Splash. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen to Racket, but Racket is gonna get the return kill as he got the red armor spawn, and he also gets that lightning gun pack, so he doesn't even have to go for the lightning gun. So thank you very much, says Racket, as he ties up the game. I can't believe what we just saw. So Racket gets telefragged, then he gets the red armor spawn, goes on the offensive, gets the frag, gets the lightning gun pack out of nowhere from Splash, and now he's gonna take the lead 8-7 with 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. And that's a beautiful kill, just denying the lightning gun. Exactly what you need to do, and Racket is feeling it. He might win this one. He was about to give a walkover right before this game started. Ooh, just barely survives that. Is he gonna chase though? I don't... Oh, yes, he is. Oh, he's crazy. He's a madman. It is so risky when you're up 3 frags to follow through. If you follow through that teleporter when you're up 3 frags, you always risk getting telefragged. But Racket is a madman. He tried it. Yeah, he's gonna make his way back to the red. Let's see if Splash is gonna challenge him for it. He is, but with the mid-fight pickup from Racket, Splash is even gonna call GG. Let's see if he keeps playing though. Is he playing, or did he give up? Yeah, he's still playing. Okay, so it's not a GG per se. Racket, what are you doing? Okay, he's gonna stand up here, but what if Splash attacks him now? Maybe Racket is actually believing in this GG. Or? No, okay. It was an actual GG. I'm so confused. It's only 4 frags. Like, Splash could have won that. But we're going into a dm2 decider. 12-7. And I don't know. I feel like Racket needs a toilet break. I feel like Racket might be slightly favored on dm2. What do you say? Oh, poor Splash. His nose started itching because of hay fever. And he hates the summer. Racket will take dm2. Yeah, I think I favor him on dm2 over Splash. But then again, I favored Splash over Racket on dm6. Racket managed to win that game, so who knows? CS for the win, Ling says. Of course he says that. Also, thank you very much for the raid, Annie. Welcome to the 3 viewers who are watching. I assume that your games are over then. I'm gonna take a quick look at the bracket to see what has happened. All right, so Annie was up against Nightmare and he lost to the Portuguese player. Kip won against NCR, so he's gonna play against Nightmare. Holy, of course, won against Zero. Oh, Mystical lost to Tom. 19-7 on dm4 and then 5-4 on dm2. I assume Mystical chose dm2. I guess. 5-4. That must have been a tight game. That's unfortunate for Mystical. We also got ER versus Billy the Kid. That's a good one. And we're watching Racket versus Splash. All right. Look at bracket. All right, just waiting for Racket, and yeah, he's ready, he says. And here we go, dm2 decider. This should get interesting. Racket has a very aggressive playstyle on this map, but I feel like Splash might be the more defensive one. We'll have to see. Here we go. Oh, okay, so a telespawn for Splash. Racket is not going to challenge for anything there. He's going to go for the low. Get both of these items and then probably slip through and try to challenge for the top mega. No, he's not going to use the teleport. He's going to take the long way around. And Splash foresaw that. Good job by Splash. He predicted it. And of course also heard the jump from Racket, but he was already positioned correctly. Splash has yet to get one of the red armors, of course, because of the spawn that he had. He should be able to get secret now as he pushes Racket back to the back room. So what is Racket gonna do now? Okay, he's gonna step through the teleporter. He saw Splash, and I wonder if Splash also saw him. The platforms are already out of sync, by the way, which makes it annoying. You can't walk over the platforms. You have to jump. And the fact that you have to jump is always going to give away your position if you take that route. So because look at these platforms, right? They're out of sync. And here we go. The first really big fight, Racket is going to have to back off. Now we're going to see it again. So these platforms are here, out of sync. Which forces you to jump every single time you want to take that road. Or that path, that route. Racket now, however, with both megas and almost a full red. But look at this. Yeah, he's forced to jump again. You don't really want this. Like, there's no way to be sneaky around that area now. Good pickup on this red by Racket. That means he's going to be on much bigger stack than Splash. But Splash with a better start of this fight, and he's going to win it. 46 HP remaining. Both megas are now on a cooldown. 14 seconds on both. Let's see if they both acknowledge that and if they are gonna split the items or split the megas. Racket is coming in. He's only got a yellow armor. He needs to be careful. Splash doing this right. Both megas are now available. And Racket goes down to the grenade. He was taking a lava bath and one of the grenades bounced down into the lava and actually got the kill. Splash could potentially rocket jump up to the second mega here, which is also available just above him. Instead, he's going to try following Racket. He's going to get the drop. Oh, but a perfect start to this fight from Racket. Splash is going to have to run away. There's no way he can continue this fight. He dealt damage to himself as well, so he had to run away. Racket with a full stack now. One of the megas. Uh-oh. Splash is in trouble here. Unless he hits every single rocket, they might trade. No, they're not going to trade. Racket is going to get the kill and the spawn frag. This should tie up the game 2-2. And Racket is probably not going to chase that second spawn. He heard it, but it would be very, very scary to go for it. He's going to go for this one instead, and he's going to lose it. I was feeling that. That was almost over-aggressive. And Splash is going to get a full stack from the back room. He's going to get both a mega and a red. He could perhaps challenge that mega as well. He's not gonna just yet. He's up by one frag, and Racket, so predictable, I feel like. He's easier to read than a, as Locktar would say, than a Donald Duck comic. Just spamming rockets left and right here. Nobody really connecting until now. And that should be a spawn frag as well for Splash. Make that a 5-2. Gonna be able to restack. His own mega is gonna go on a timer soon. The high mega is still available, by the way. It hasn't been picked up by anyone. It's still available, but Splash does have timing on the low mega, so he's gonna go for that, as it's gonna spawn in 4 seconds. Let's see if he leaves before, though. I don't think he will. Let's see if Racket... Yeah, Racket is getting the top one. We could see a big fight if Splash decides to leave here. No, Racket is going to go on the offensive. Oh, this is not a good position for Racket. He's going to try to attack anyways. What is he on? Yeah, he's on 2 HP. He's crazy. He's a madman, I'm telling you. Splash is playing this so smart. Let's watch what Racket does. He needs 3 frags. He still has 5 minutes, so no need to panic just yet. He's gonna try a crazy... That's a hard rocket jump, even in practice. And this is a tournament, but he goes for it. Didn't nail it. Oh, this might be a good fight for Racket, actually. Splash only with a yellow armor. He's gonna have the top mega, though, so he does have the health, but this is a good fight for Racket. He's gonna win that. Let's see if he can find any spawn frags. Oh, he's gonna deny one of the rocket launchers at least. And Splash is aware of that. Where is Splash going? He's going for the rocket launcher. Is he gonna get caught out, though? Racket only down to 53 armor. This is a dangerous fight for him to take. And yeah, he's gonna back off. He's gonna go for the secret armor and then probably try to continue the fight. Here he comes. And 4-5. That's a good fight for Racket. Smartly. Like, he waited for that rocket jump before deciding what to do. And that's very intelligent. Down to 30. Ooh. I thought he was going to kill himself. Jesus, Racket. Don't scare me like that. So you can see how Racket was aiming towards the wall. He wanted to go for a rocket jump to go to low. But he realized in the last moment that he only had 30-something HP, and he would have died if he did. Still 3.5 minutes remaining. You don't have to push it, Racket. Down to 74 HP. You have time. It's only 1 frag. It's only 1 frag. Oh, good first rocket. He's going to be able to restack on this red. Both megas are on a timer, so none of them have a mega. If only... Oh, Racket is going to rocket jump. He really wants this frag. But where did Splash go? He's still in secret. Racket didn't realize. Racket is going to get one of the megas. Maybe, potentially both of them if he goes low now. He's not gonna though. He doesn't realize that the low mega is also available, and Splash is on the defensive now. He was standing in the yellow box. Probably went to low now, yes, and he's gonna get a mega. This was a mistake from Racket. And he's gonna go on the offensive. He's gonna try to force the issue already with 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. I believe Splash is gonna win this fight unless something crazy happens. And there you go. He's down to 25 HP, but Splash is still running away. Racket is not gonna die. Splash being too defensive. And here comes the big fight. Racket has nothing though, but Splash is still running away. He needs to realize that Racket is so low. Down to 5 HP. He's gonna go down to that last rocket from Splash, and he's gonna get a spawn frag as well. 7-4, and he's gonna get another one, and Racket is pretty much giving up at this point. You still have 2 minutes to go. Don't tilt. You can never tilt in QuakeWorld. If you tilt, that's when that happens. You start giving away free frags. Don't do that. Don't give away free frags. Racket is going for it. This is a last ditch effort from Racket. He's gonna lose this fight, or is he? 19 HP of Splash. They're gonna trade, so no winner really. Here comes Racket flying in. He's gonna try to get the frag, and they're gonna trade yet again. Still 4 frags in between them, 1.5 minutes. I've seen Locktar do this before. It's not over. It's not over until the fat lady sings. I don't think Splash is gonna leave here. Okay, he heard Racket, so now he's leaving. Here comes Racket. Racket has a way bigger stack. He needs to continue this fight though. 1 minute remaining. Splash is only gonna hold plus back. That's all he's gonna do here. And Racket is gonna lose the fight. Eats a couple of rockets. I do believe that now we can safely say that Splash is gonna move on to the next round. Racket did what he could. Some small mistakes, I feel like. A few small mistakes that kind of determined this game. Not really tracking the megas when he could have. But 30 seconds, 5 frags though. Oh, he's gonna walk into so much spam. And yeah, that's a Racket who gave up. That's gonna be GG. 11-5. Make that 12-5. Bad game, Racket says. Ooh, that's almost bad manners. Splash is gonna give a sad smiley face. Splash says, well, now at least you have time to go to the pub. So they're talking. Racket is not happy about this. Racket is not happy. Racket is not happy. Racket he's actually angry about the out of sync platforms. So he's asking Splash, why did you change the platforms? So because they were out of sync from the get-go, the beginning of the game, you couldn't move this way without making noise. You had to jump, which gives away your position. And Racket is pissed off that these 2 platforms were out of sync. That's why he's pissed off. Oh man, that's great. I love it. I don't want to disconnect. I want to see this. What's he gonna say? Oh, he goes already again. He wants a rematch. When did he desync them? I think it was like one of the first frags or something. He might have taken a short lava bath and then made it up. That's the only way to desync these 2 platforms. So if you block them, like by standing here, they're gonna get out of sync because they can't squish you. So then you jump up here and they're out of sync for the rest of the game, or until someone falls down and resyncs them. And that's why he was pissed. He was asking Splash, like, why did you desync them? He was so angry. I don't get it. Why did you desync them? And Splash was like, desync what? And he was like, the platforms. They were fucked. Why did you change them? That's amazing. Poor Racket. He played a good game though. He played a good game. But that's just funny. That's hilarious. I love that. All right. What do we got? We got Billy the Kid versus ER. Let's jump straight into that one. They're on dm6 and it's a close game. Oh, and it just ended. Last course. Oh, it's a decider on dm2. So Billy the Kid, he won the first map, dm4, 21-6. The second map went to ER, 13-12. I told you it was a close game when I joined. But now we're 40 seconds in to this deciding map 3, which is on dm2. Yet again, a lot of dm2 deciders. I love that. It's very different from yesterday, where almost every game was 2-0 either direction. Well, actually, every single game was 3-0. Today, we've seen plenty of 2-1s. All right, Realist, thank you for tuning in. Have a good day, mate. The platforms are synced. Yeah. Oh, ER is in trouble here, but actually he's gonna win the fight. I thought ER was in trouble. He was down to 7 HP. Is he gonna survive this rocket though? No, he's not. And right, Billy the Kid was down to 4 HP and they're gonna trade 2-1. Billy the Kid early on in this decider. Man, all these dm2 deciders, I'm gonna lose my shit. Both megas are spawning. Billy the Kid is gonna pick up one. ER putting some pressure on him. Billy the Kid, of course, from Russia. ER is from Poland. I should mention for those of you who don't know. Billy the Kid forced into the yellow, and this mega is not available. This is in the hands of ER, so that was a pretty bad rocket jump. That's only gonna hurt him. Splash one, Nitro. And Racket was not happy about it. He was very angry. Probably expecting more from himself. He's still mad on Discord, demanding regame. Man, I love Racket. Oh, man. Don't you think the platforms were desynced pre-game? I don't know. I don't think you can desync them pre-game. Maybe you can. I don't know. Either way, it works. It's not like it's not an even playing field. But here we go. 2-1. Billy the Kid. He's stuck up here and only has a yellow. He has one of the megas though. It's gonna make it out for now, thanks to that rocket from his opponent. But yeah, I don't actually know if the platforms resync when you start the game. That's a good question. I've never actually thought about that. But either way, neither player could... Well, it was desynced for both, of course. ER, both of them actually with 200. 1 mega each. Ooh, good first rocket from Billy the Kid, but he's probably gonna run away here. I'm gonna swap over to ER because he's the one who needs the frag, and it's more fun to look at the aggressor than the guy running away. And this is a good start to the fight for ER. He should be able to get the frag here. He's gonna survive with 38 HP. He was 1 rocket ahead of his opponent. That was very obvious in that fight. This means both megas are on a timer. One of them already spawned. The other one is about to spawn pretty soon. Hello there, Burn. Welcome home. If you're home. And congratulations for the final appearance yesterday. Oh, this is a very good start to that fight from Billy the Kid, but it didn't feel like he could continue the fight. Remember, we're tied, so you don't really take risks. But Billy the Kid has a bigger stack here, but a beautiful mid-air rocket from ER. It's gonna earn him the kill. Very bad play by Billy and Big, Mr. Player says. A platform's out of sync pregame. Well, It's desynced for both players. Nothing wrong with that. If you wanted, you could just type freeze in the chat or whatever. Freeze them pre-game. They are also kind of out of sync here. Not enough out of sync to not be able to sneak past them though, I think. I think you can walk over them in this game. Oh damn, Lord Lame, what are you doing, mate? That's 10 subs from Lord Lame and we're gonna hear that sound forever, I feel like. Thank you very much, dude. I hope you're having a great time down at the Canary Islands. I can't wait to have you back in Quake, mate. And practicing for QuakeCon. As we're trying to watch this game while we hear that noise all the time. PogChamp, first time viewer, and he gets a sub right away from Lord Lame. Welcome to the stream, mate. As we see a very big fight here in Big. Billy the Kid intelligently is going to pick up a yellow mid-fight. That is going to force ER back. But at the same time, ER is still in the lead, so he's okay with backing out of a fight. The platforms are out of sync here too. Yeah, but I do think they're not out of sync enough. I think you can still walk over this. Yes, you can. You can still walk over this because of how they're, yeah, moving. So you can still be sneaky here. But I've never heard the platforms being desynced used as an excuse. That's interesting. That's never happened before to my memory. I'm sure someone has at some point blamed that, but I don't remember it. ER is being very defensive here, so let's watch Billy the Kid. He also has a red and a mega. He's the one who needs to be the aggressor. He's behind one frag, and of course dm2 can be played in so many different ways. You can play exactly like ER is playing right here and just avoid fights when you're up one frag, and that is what ER is gonna do. You heard that he connected with a rocket. That's why he's moving away. He's trying to catch Billy the Kid off guard. It's not quite gonna work, but it's gonna force Billy the Kid away for the time being, and only 2 minutes remaining on the clock. ER, he's actually gonna leave now. Ooh, he's changing position. Maybe moving to Telly instead? Look at Billy the Kid. The aggressor, so to speak. Needs to find one frag. Rare to see him on the back foot. Maybe a little bit scared of Billy the Kid. And with only 1.5 minutes to go, it's perfectly fine. He's probably down here in the yellow box. Yes, he is. Did he step through? Yes, he did. He's gonna move over to red mega now and probably try to camp here instead. And Billy the Kid, you need to pick up the pace. He's gonna rocket jump and try to get this fight going. He's gonna catch ER. He hits with the first rocket, but it's a lot of damage from ER, and ER is gonna win the fight. And he's gonna hunt for the spawn frag as well. Uh-oh. Billy the Kid, there's no way out of there. You are dead, my friends. But ER actually taking a lot of damage before getting that frag. Oh no, ER might get another frag. No, he's probably gonna... Yeah, he's not gonna commit to that. He's not gonna commit to that. Now has a lead with 3 frags. 3 frag lead with 50 seconds remaining. That's gonna be rough for Billy the Kid. And safe to say, I do believe that Billy the Kid is done for the evening. 6-2. Good defensive play by ER, learning from his good friend Lord Lame, I'm sure. And Link and everybody else who plays that way. Ooh, interesting. 20 seconds remaining though. It's a little bit too little too late. But I like the fact that he did get the kill there, but he's out of time. Out of time, but still amazing to see that last frag. So if only he had 2 more minutes to work with, this might have been different. But that's going to be GG's. ER is going to move on. The Polish player living in Ireland and playing out of Ireland. Let's have a look at the bracket. That's going to be ER versus Splash. And on the other side, we got Nightmare versus Tom. I want to see that one. Nightmare versus Tom. So Nightmare won against Kip. And Tom beats Holy. Ooh. Wait, this is incorrect. Something is wrong here. I'm going to assume that Holy did win DM4. If this was DM4, that's a very low score DM4. 7-4. Oh, yeah. So 16-3. So that was a very close deciding dm6. All right. Tom versus Nightmare. We're going there in a second. Just going to find it. Tom, Nightmare. There you go. Okay. Here we are. I'm actually going to fix the HUD before I show this to you because that looked terrible with these names. Right. That's better. Have they played once yet? No, they haven't. So they're waiting to start their games. And we get to see Nightmare for the first time. This is the semifinals, by the way, I should mention. We've reached the semifinals. These tournaments, they pass so quickly because so many games are played at the same time. But in one semifinals, we got ER versus Splash. And in the other semifinals, we got Nightmare versus Tom. So we got two Polish players. So remember, yesterday and the day before that, a Russian won both those. First, it was Sep on day one. On day two, it was Dot, both Russian. Today, I think, yeah, Billy the Kid was the last Russian to be eliminated. And now we got one Swede, one Polish player living in Ireland and playing out of Ireland. We got another Polish player who's still living in Poland and playing there. And then we got a Portuguese player in Nightmare who we're going to get to see now. Those are your top four players for today. 7-4 was correct. That must have been a very, very slow dm4. Have some music while we wait for them to get ready. You know it's Zorak. When Primeval just decides to make an epic soundtrack, you know I gotta ask him if I'm allowed to use it, and he said I am. Pretty damn epic music, but here we go. Match number one is gonna be dm6. Nightmare versus Tom. Portugal versus Poland. Tom is gonna get the considerably, well, a little bit worse spawn. You kind of don't want the Mega in the beginning. You kind of want immediate control of red, and especially after hitting your first rocket like that. That's gonna allow Mr. Nightmare. Oh, he's not even going for it. I thought he was gonna drop for the lightning gun. That was an opportunity for him. Gonna open the hatch again. Is he gonna drop this time? Yes, he is. He's gonna pick up the lightning gun. And that's gonna change the dynamic of this game. As he can now take a full-on engagement. And he is gonna get the first frag. That's a beautiful way to get your first frag. Just following through the teleporter. He does need to get back to red, though, before it spawns. It's gonna spawn in 7 seconds. He's not gonna survive a full-on rocket. So if he gets direct hit here, he is gonna die. He's gonna be forced to give away the red armor. And I can't talk because I have so many thoughts about the play. Tom does not yet have a lightning gun. That's a big thing here. Tom does not have a lightning gun, and Nightmare is very smart. He's sticking around until the hatch closed. That means that this fight is going to be a rocket-only fight for Tom. This is such a good play by Nightmare. He's going to hunt for a spawn frag as well. He's not going to find it just yet. So he's going to rocket jump back to the red area and just make sure that Tom does not get a lightning gun. This is beautiful dm6 play by Nightmare. He's going to eat the first initial rocket, but I think he's still going to find the frag here, and he is. Going to refill on that red. This is just beautiful play by Nightmare. He's going to go for the telefrag. Ooh, that was close. I saw him time it. So he saw Tom up at the mega moving towards the teleporter. He then stopped for a split second trying to find the telefrag. Nightmare is gonna rocket jump. A little bit questionable because the mega was spawning, but he's still gonna take the fight, and now the mega is on a timer again. He's not gonna find a spawn frag just yet, but I don't think that Tom has had a single lightning gun yet in this game. We're almost 3 minutes in, and he hasn't been able to get a lightning gun, and that just shows how well Nightmare is playing this. He's denying it. Gives away the mega now, but that's okay. Ooh. But it's the perfect timing to step through the teleporter because the hatch was closing. So it's going to take ages for it to open again. Now Tom is going to get a lightning gun, but is he going to survive with it though? Oh, he is, because Nightmare is going to miss his rocket. Maybe ping related. I'm not sure. He is on slightly higher ping than Tom is. And this is not an anti-lag server. This is not the Recce servers. The updated anti-lag. So this is not the Doombringer kind of anti-lag. This is the old anti-lag, which means no projectiles are anti-lagged. So that could have been a reason. But Tom was not able to do much with that. And oh, I love this. Nightmare is delaying this red. And the reason he's doing that, look in the bottom left corner of your screen. You see that mega. He's timing it for the mega. So that way, he's going to be able to go here, pick up this mega, then make his way back to red before red spawns. This is textbook play from Nightmare. Just don't get hit now. And he should be able to challenge for this next red. Good attempt by Tom. Ooh, he could have delayed it again and done the exact same thing, but this time he didn't. But that's textbook play from Nightmare. Sorek is making a joke because for the 25th anniversary, Quake Champions made a port of Quake or of dm6 in Quake Champions. It's apparently not as good in Quake Champions from what I've heard. But yeah, there is a port in the game now. And for some reason, out of all maps in QuakeWorld, Quake Champions decided to go with dm6. I don't know why. I can't really answer that, but yeah, that's what they did. They went with dm6 for Quake Champions. Maybe the map that they feel is the most balanced. I don't know. I also don't know if they added a railgun to it. I don't know if there's a railgun on their version of dm6. Yeah, this is just a great game from Nightmare. He's a beast on dm6. Okay, no railgun. No railgun on the dm6 in Quake Champions. Okay, that's something. Staying true to the real map. Ooh, what a rocket from Tom. Actually, look out. Tom has the mega. He's gonna get the red. He has the lightning gun. He's got everything. Let's see him go on the offensive and be aggressive. He's gonna get one frag. He's gonna hunt for the next one. Needs to be careful not to get too hit here, and actually avoids that rocket entirely. And another one. Only 8 frags behind now with 4 minutes left of this game. Oh, low ceilings? Really? Well, that is true to the map, but plays entirely different. Okay. I wonder how it plays in Quake Champions. How they played in there. Tom. Ooh, I thought he was going to step through another time to get to Mega. It's a direct conversion. Oh, beautiful rockets coming out of Nightmare. 2 in a row. That's going to catch Tom and secure himself a red armor. That's going to make this quest way harder for Tom to complete. Get big guy. Get rocket launcher and fight. It looks awful in Quake Champions. So dark and cramped. This how dm6 plays. Yeah, all right. Well, Nightmare is gonna get another frag, and I feel like that's gonna be it for Tom on this map. He had a good comeback, like he was on his way, he was coming, but good job by Nightmare to stop him in his tracks. But dm6 is by far, I would say, Nightmare's best map. He is an extremely good dm6 player. You gotta shoot the actual hatch if you're gonna do that. Did you guys see that? He actually missed the entire hatch. He's gonna suicide here. So he tried to do the LG jump, but he started it shooting here. He missed the actual... he missed the hatch. Still 2 minutes to go, and you know... Oh, that's a beautiful frag from Tom. A lot of highlight reel frags we've seen today. Lots of mid-air rockets, and that's a beautiful one from Tom. He needs to be careful here. Nightmare has the red. He's gonna... Oh, yeah, that was like one of those last-ditch efforts. He knew that he needed to get that Mega to have any chance in this game. Didn't get it. Would kind of be fun to see one of the dm6 gods get onto Quake Champions, and I don't know if they're gonna ever have any like tournaments on dm6 in Quake Champions, but just get on there and win them. Because I'm sure the majority of Quake Champions players have no idea how to play dm6. But that being said, though, the weapons are so different. You can't play it the same way because the lightning gun is not nearly as strong in Quake Champions. I had my most wins there. Yeah, I can imagine. Never lost dm6 in Quake Champions, only to anyone's. Yeah. Yeah. I can understand that it probably plays a bit different though, because of the lightning gun being so weak. And there you go. Now he hit the shaft. I mean the hatch down to the shaft and actually did the jump correctly. That's gonna be map number 1, 25 to 12. And rockets being weak. Well, everything is weak in Quake Champions apart from your starting weapon. Yeah, I have no idea why they decided to do all, like, give the option to choose a machine gun as a starting weapon. That is beyond me. I thought they learned their lesson from Quake 3, but no. We're going into dm2 next. This is Tom's pick. Ooh, he might be able to challenge for this Mega. And he is. He's not going to fire a rocket just yet, though. That's interesting. So he's going to allow him to get the Mega first and then start the spam. And actually beautiful rockets coming out of Nightmare. And Tom is in trouble here. He's going to hit one. Maybe trade? Yes, they are going to trade. Make that 1-1 early on. Is Quake Champions even being played? Ah, yeah, it is. It's not super popular though, but there is QPL, and QPL is doing a good job staying alive. And as long as there's QPL, there will be Quake champion players. QPL, of course, Quake Pro League. Kind of wish they called it, you know, Quake Champions Pro League, but no. To anyone in Quake 1, if you just say Quake, and nothing else afterwards, the only Quake we think of is Quake 1, as in the original. There's only one Quake. Then there's Quake 2, Quake 3, Quake Live, Quake 4, Quake Champions. But Quake is Quake. Quake Champions is Quake Champions. That's why they added champions to the end of the name. Anyways, 2-2. We're still tied in this game. Gonna see an exchange here over at water. Nightmare does have the high ground. So they're gonna back off and reset. Fight another day. Tom only has a yellow armor though. He's gonna give up this high mega. It's quite far from spawning though. 13 seconds away. But Nightmare is probably happy about just sitting here waiting. As long as he understands that it will spawn. It is gonna spawn in 5 seconds. Oh no, don't leave. He's gonna hear it spawn now and be like, okay, I'll stay. Never mind. Oof. You guys remember when they called the 2017 QuakeCon Quake Champions tournament the QuakeWorld Championship? 1 million tournament. What happened with that? Like, didn't some young kid win that? Or whatever? Nothing against young kid. Like, young talent is great. Yeah, Klaus. 175k in a weekend. Pretty good. Pretty damn good, but not 1 million. Right. Good fight from Nightmare. It's gonna take the lead 4-2. Let's see how he plays this though. If he's gonna be super defensive or not. He's not, from the looks of things. They're just gonna duke it out, and this is gonna be a frag for Tom, 100%. See if he can find he heard the spawn. This is gonna be a spawn frag. 4-4, and we're tied yet again because Nightmare didn't quite back off, and he kind of took a pretty bad fight. And Tom is in. He's stuck here, but I think Nightmare ran out of rockets. Yeah, he did. Oh, beautiful fight from Nightmare, and he's gonna. Well, this is what I would like to call like an earned spawn frag. He did. Oh, you could have gotten another one. Yeah, he is. Or down to 1 HP. Just barely gets that frag. Wasn't the duel best of 1 or something stupid? You know, I don't know. I just know that a young kid won it, which is awesome. Like, Klaus was young at the time, I believe. Very young. And that's awesome. Like, new talent in Arena FPS. That's what we want. Not necessarily in Quake Champions, perhaps, but once you start loving Arena FPS, it's very hard to get out of the genre, so to speak. Klaus was pretty good at Quake Live, right when Quake Champions came out. Cool. Okay. 5-minute maps with rounds, no best of 1. Yeah, I don't understand the system that was used early on in Quake Champions, but then again, I've also seen people who also want to go back to that 3 champion life kind of thing. I've seen people who want to go back to that instead of timed duels, and I don't know. Yeah, Nightmare is doing a good job here. Showing off some experience. He's got both megas. The next fight is just never going to be favorable for Tom. He's going to have to pull off a miracle to win this. He has no rockets left, so it's definitely not going to happen then. Nightmare still with both the megas. And as long as he keeps both megas in his hands, that's just time off the clock where Tom is not going to have a single mega. There are no megas available for him. And when you have a system like that where the mega won't respawn as long as somebody has it in his possession, instead of like 35 seconds as in some of the games, then you can control it and just deny it from your enemy by simply having it yourself. You don't have to go there to deny it. Nightmare being so aggressive here, even though he's up 12-4. So this is a big difference from the Splash versus Racket dm2. But still, Nightmare, he's finding the frags. Maybe Rocket Jump to chase this. Yeah. He's not gonna find it though. He needs to be careful. Tom is gonna win that somehow. Somehow Tom won that. ER versus Splash is really tight. Cool. I talked to Kilson to give QuakeWorld a try, but he said it's just too much effort for him. I saw that you played Kilson in... when was that, Zorik? I saw it on your Wikipedia page or your wiki entry. Don't remember when it was though. But I know you played him somewhere. But yeah, QuakeWorld is a bit of effort, but if you understand the basics of arena FPS, all you really need to do is just get some experience. That's the only thing anyone ever needs. So yeah, do you need to put in some work? Yes, but the work is very simple. It's just playing. Like, all you need to do is just play. If you already know how arena FPS works in general, you're not new to the genre, you'll adjust quickly. All you need to learn is like the physics and kind of how duels play out in QuakeWorld. And how do you do that the best? Well, you just play the game. So it's not actually that much effort. So I don't agree with Kilson then. I came from CPMA, so I kind of understood the physics to some extent. But I mean, the only way to really get QuakeWorld is just to play it. And if you already have experience in arena FPS, then you're Gucci. You're Gucci. He knocked me out of QuakeCon 2018. Oh, okay. That was Quake Live though, wasn't it? Or something. I believe. Oh man, I love you, Spliff. You and Swoop just are the biggest Irish trolls ever. I know Swoop lives in Australia now. He lives in Perth, but he's equally trolly. Spliff is his brother, and Spliff just said Tom just needs to desync the platforms. Hell yeah. Yeah, the last Quake Live LAN. Okay. So that's what it was. Oh, beautiful kill from Nightmare. That mid-air rocket. That's just a stylish way to end this game. Another one, maybe? Maybe? No, he hasn't got any rockets. Still gonna win, though. Wins the fight with the boomstick. Evil lost 3 in a row. 3rd in a row. Grand finals to Rafa. Well, this is kind of why... I was saying it yesterday as well, that I believe that the tournament structure of brackets is a little bit outdated when it comes to arena FPS. We have some clear favorites in every single game. Shane, of course, very, very good at champions. I would say there are probably people who are more likely to beat Shane in champions than there are people that are likely to beat someone like Milton in QuakeWorld, but yeah. That's going to be GG's. Nightmare moves on to the grand finals. Let's see how it's going in the other semifinals. And if we can catch the tail end of that. Ooh, we're tied at dm4. Going straight into it. Splash versus ER. I'm going to have to fix the HUD. Oh my god, I can't type. Editor. Gotta fix this. This looks horrible. There we go. That's better. It's still horrible. But we're tied on dm4. With 3.5 minutes to go. Let's check the last scores as well. Okay, so first game was dm6. That went to Splash. 11-7. This is game number 2. 11-11. Splash is going to take the lead after that. 12-10. Still 3 minutes to go. ER, however, with the red armor spawn, Splash has an opportunity to run away, but he's not gonna. Now he is. But ER is trying to step on the gas pedal. And oh my god, what a lightning gun coming out of Splash. He's gonna get another kill. And another red armor spawn from ER. He's gonna eat one of the grenades though. And the rocket spam. Splash is so good at being defensive. He's just backing out and backing off and spamming, and it's working. ER is walking into his rockets and his grenades. He's down to only 1 rocket now, though. He's got only 1 rocket. There's not much he can do with that. He either use it for a rocket jump to get up, or he's gonna stay in here. Looks like he's opting to stay. Let's see what ER does. Gonna spam a couple of rockets. See if he can connect with anything. None of the grenades hit. Ooh, he's gonna try to attack. He has the smaller stack. And Splash realizes he's gonna get another kill. It's still only... Oh, that's a bad... Oh, another red armor spawn from ER. That's the 3rd in a row, pretty much. He did get 1 bad spawn in between. And this is his, I would say, last opportunity. He needs to find the frag here on Splash. Otherwise, this is gonna be a 2-0. And oh my god, Splash was waiting behind the corner. And he's gonna find the frag. 16-10, 17-10, and this one is all over, I believe. He gets a grenade frag as well. This was tied when we joined. I believe we're going into a grand finals between Splash and Nightmare. ER, however, with the red armor spawn yet again. How many red armors did he get in the end of this game? But he needs to make up for 7 frags in this little time. Is that even doable? He's gonna restack on a red, I believe. Red is up, but you can't wait, ER. You need to go now, now. There's nothing to wait for. You need to attack that room. I know it's hard. I know it sucks. There's a lot of grenade spam and a rocket spam, but you need to go for it. And here he does. And he's gonna go down. It didn't work out. He ended up in the lava. He did get the red armor spawn, but there was no red armor to pick up. But yeah, 47 seconds remaining. He still needs 7 frags. That's not gonna happen. He can slow spawn this and still win. And ER is done. 5 red armor spawns in a row. That's not gonna help him. Splash played this too well. What a great game to tune into and see the tail end of. We're gonna have Splash in the finals against Nightmare. Oh, why can't I spawn like that? Well, you gotta earn your spawns, Link. You gotta earn your spawns. There you go. That's GG's. Splash is gonna advance to the grand finals against Nightmare. We're gonna have Sweden versus Portugal. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, some really good spawns for ER at the end there, but Splash played it very smart. Didn't really let ER get close. Alright, let's do some music while we wait. They're probably gonna try to find a server, I would imagine. Oh, Jesus. Whew. All right, guys. Nightmare versus Splash. The big three. Nightmare is a beast on dm6, but so is Splash. Don't forget. Splash is amazing on dm6. I feel like it's not impossible for like a dm4 decider in this one. Or something crazy like that. The two players are probably still discussing either servers or something else, or just having a breather before the deciding game. I'm gonna rest my voice for a few seconds. Enjoy this amazing music by Primeval. First map pick will be the one of Splash. See what Splash opts to go for. He knows that Nightmare is a very, very good dm6 player. He's gonna go for dm4. I believe dm4 is the perfect pick here. Splash is ready. I wonder when last Splash was in a grand finals. You guys have any idea? Has it ever happened? I'm very excited about Splash doing this well. Okay, they're gonna talk about maybe changing the servers. Maybe do friends so that maybe both players can be on 38 ping, I assume. Oh, here is fine, Nightmare says. Okay, well, you're the one at a ping disadvantage. Yeah, you're the high pinger. It's up to you. This is my best server. Okay, then. All right, man. That's cool. We're going into dm4. This is the grand finals of the Wednesday tournament. One tournament every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And this is the old school maps. And we're in the grand finals. Nightmare versus Splash. Portugal versus Sweden. I was about to say Spain, but this is absolutely Sweden in Splash, and he's gonna get the mega spawn. That's not the exact one that you want to get, but he's gonna hit the rocket straight on. Nightmare's gonna get a red armor spawn, which means Nightmare should be able to secure maybe a kill here, unless Splash hits his rocket and his spam. We've seen that he's got amazing rockets and grenades. He's good at understanding where his opponent is gonna be. Nightmare waiting for that second red armor. Ooh. Testing his luck a little bit. Splash trying to anticipate the move from Nightmare, but Nightmare is gonna do a good job surprising Splash instead, and he's gonna secure the second kill of the game and tie the game up. The red has yet to spawn. Nightmare is gonna kill Splash. Oh, he's not even gonna wait for the red. What is he doing? He went through the teleporter. The red was about to spawn, but instead he went through. He's still gonna get the red though in the end of the day, but he's very low on HP. Maybe Splash can find the damage here. No, he's not gonna. He's gonna fall down into the lava and die to the lava. Nightmare in the lead, 2-1. He's gonna get a 3-1 lead here, and he still has a little bit of that red left. He's gonna get caught out though by Splash. Splash went through the teleporter, and it's gonna find the frag. This game is chaotic in the beginning minute. 3-2 to Nightmare. Maybe slowing down now a little bit. Gonna have to see. Yeah, the red has been picked up by Nightmare. Splash is gonna restack on a couple of rockets. Be able to spam the grenade a little bit better. Down to only 2 rockets now though, so he doesn't have too many spam rockets left. Well, he's got 2 left. Gonna go for the yellow. The red is available as well if he needs to. So what he can do here is try to deal a little bit of damage and then fall back to the red. He hits the first rocket. That's a good start. He's actually gonna commit to the fight, and he's gonna win it. And he's gonna get another free frag as well. So that's a red armor spawn from Nightmare. Nightmare is gonna get the red armor. He's also gonna get the kill. He's not gonna get the red armor. Pardon me. He did get the spawn, but he didn't pick up the armor. So then Splash got the red armor spawn, and he got the red armor. What is going on in this game? The red was available, but Nightmare didn't get it with the spawn. He just held back, so he didn't get the red armor pickup. That's crazy. And now Nightmare is on the back foot here. He's stuck in this room without anything to do, and Splash is gonna hit him with a grenade, but then another red armor spawn from Nightmare, and this time he picks up the red. Actually, it wasn't a red armor spawn. He spawned upstairs, but he still got the armor. But Splash with the 5-4 lead here in the grand finals, the first game on dm4. We're almost 3 minutes in, and it's already been a very crazy game with very weird things happening. Nightmare's gonna challenge for this next red, and he's gonna win the fight. He's gonna tie up the game. He has no rockets. He cannot rocket jump. He's almost gonna trade with Splash. Splash does not get the kill, however. Nightmare's down to 8 HP. He's gonna restack a little bit, up to 33 now. And there's the trade that I was waiting for. I was expecting. Splash did get the red armor spawn, but opts to not wait for the red armor. He's gonna pick up the lightning gun instead and try to keep this area secure. Ooh. Nightmare is gonna eat a lot of damage. Splash just spamming grenades. He's so good at that. A lot of those grenades are oftentimes connecting. Good play by Splash, making it over to the red armor, or the armor room, I should say. Only picks up the yellow. The red is available. He's gonna go for the spawn frag first instead, but he needs to be careful. He knows that red armor spawn is always there. So as long as the red is available, that's a risk. It's a risk killing your enemy because he could get a red armor spawn. This time it's a mega spawn, the worst spawn in the game in this situation. And Splash is racking up frags here. That's a smart play. Careful of the red armor spawn. Careful of the red armor spawn. No, it's not gonna happen. Splash takes a little bit of a lead here. 5 frags. which is nothing on dm4. Ooh, look at those grenades, 2 connecting, and Nightmare is so dead. So dead. 14-7. Splash just doing an amazing job here. But Nightmare did get that red armor. With a red, maybe he can find and connect with some of the rockets. None thus far, though. Splash just using the lightning gun to perfection. And, I mean, Nightmare barely did dealt any damage to Splash just then. And Splash now with a commanding lead. 17-7. Nightmare once again with the red armor. Splash down to 31 HP. He's gonna have to be careful here. Oh, Nightmare with the rocket jump to try to challenge Splash, but it's not gonna work. Splash with so many cells. He's still got 92 cells left. It felt like he held down the button for so long, but of course, Nightmare did bring him a couple of cells himself. Only 1 rocket on Splash, though, and as we've noticed, the grenade launcher is kind of his weapon of choice, and now he's got 33 rockets. He's got grenades for days now. He's got grenades for days. Nightmare waiting for the red armor. He's gonna get the pickup. He's also gonna be able to escape. But he only has a rocket launcher. And look at all this spam coming out of Splash. He's connected with so much of it. Splash down to 7 HP. No red armor spawn this time. That's lucky for Splash. Because he was in trouble. Oh, look at that. He's connecting with every single grenade, it feels like. The grenades are just too good. He's gonna make his way over to the armor room. He's gonna wait for the red armor. And he's gonna escape. He's not afraid of anything at this point. Splash with a 25-7 lead. 26-7 now. And all of those rockets that he did have, he's down to 1 again. That just tells the story of how much he spams them. Gonna pick up that pack. That's 5 more rockets for him. And a spawn frag and another spawn frag for Splash and another spawn frag, I would assume. Oh, that's a scary jump for Splash. He actually took a lot of damage. He is gonna survive though, and the red is available, so Splash looking good in this map number 1. Remember, this is the pick of Splash, and I would assume that Nightmare is gonna pick dm6, but he needs to remember that Splash is a god on dm6 as well. He's very strong on dm6. But Nightmare is gonna find the kill here and maybe start racking up a couple of frags. It's gonna be hard to catch Splash on. Oh my god. Of course, Splash is gonna hit the rocket. His rockets and his grenades are out of this world in this series, and yet again he's gonna win a fight that he should never win, and the mid-air rocket to get the spawn frag. They're gonna trade, but still 37-8. It tells the story. Oh, and the red armor spawn from Splash, but that's one of those earned spawns. When you played good the entire game, you kind of deserve it, right? You deserve to get that red armor spawn. Nightmare still did get the kill though, but down 27 frags with 2 minutes remaining. Safe to say map number 1 is gonna go to the Swede. Nightmare gets a kill with the grenade launcher. Oh, that's detrimental. That's demotivating. That is discouraging. That is all the bad things you can feel at once. Someone getting the red armor spawn right in front of you. But like I said, Splash has earned his luck in this one. Sweden always wins DM maps. You do have a point. Unless Milton plays. But Milton is very strong on Arrowwalk and ZTN. So who knows if he would. Nightmare's gonna get the red. Still 2 more reds in this game. But unfortunately for people like Blood Dog, duel is not decided by the last red pickup. contrary to popular belief in the Blood Dog cult. (41-18). The last 20 seconds of this map number 1. Splash is definitely winning this, and I'm gonna assume we're going to dm6 next. That's gonna be interesting. Nightmare is a beast on that map, but so is Splash. Splash is really good on that, and if he gets a lead, you know you're gonna eat grenades and rockets for days. GG. Map number 1 goes to Splash. Map number 2 is indeed dm6. Let's see if Nightmare from Portugal can tie this series up, or if Splash is going to be the winner of this old school tournament on dm2, dm4, dm6. Nightmare is going to get the slightly worse spawn, if you ask me. Splash with the first red, but this is a good fight from Nightmare. He has the high ground, but Splash is going to win the fight in the end. He was 1 rocket away from losing that. But he's going to take a quick 2-0 lead. Oh, he's going to have to give up this red armor, though. He does have a lightning gun. Unless he hits a miraculous rocket, he's not going to get that red, and indeed, he is not. Splash is going to have to run away and go for this next mega instead, but Nightmare is challenging him, and who is going to win this fight? It's actually going to be Nightmare. Nightmare survives with 4 HP. That's not going to be enough to secure this next red, I don't think. Or is it? No, with a perfect grenade from Splash, but then Nightmare comes with a perfect spawn instead. With the rocket launcher, he's going to earn the red armor, and he's probably going to be able to drop to the... Oh, beautiful rocket from Nightmare. He's going to tie up the game, and he's going to get the red armor. Sorry, the lightning gun is what I'm trying to say. He's gonna do a rocket jump to challenge for the next red. No, he changes his mind. He changes his angle of attack, rather. And he is gonna be able to get this red. I didn't think he was. Good play from Nightmare. He now has 200. He has the mega. He has the red armor. This is not a fight that Splash can win. And Nightmare is gonna take the first lead of the series. I don't know. Did he have the lead at some point on dm4? I guess he did at the start. So we see another frag from Nightmare and a spawn frag. Maybe another one if Splash walks through the teleporter, and he does. Trying to time that rocket. This is going to give away the red armor, though, I believe. Nightmare is going to miss out on this red, and that's a problem. He needs to be careful here. Splash is out for blood, and I think he's going to try to push the issue here. Good defensive rocket from Nightmare is going to secure him the kill. With the lightning gun in the end, the mega is on a timer, but so is the red. Nightmare looks like he wants the red and not the mega. Good rocket coming out of Splash. Not enough to kill Nightmare, though. And the red armor is picked up by Nightmare. The mega has spawned. It's going to be picked up by Splash. But Nightmare has the upper hand right now. And Splash, this is a big fight. Nightmare didn't feel confident continuing that fight. Gonna rocket jump to the red armor. That is the correct decision to secure that. Splash currently up 1-0 in this best of 3, and Splash is gonna pick up the mega mid fight. They're gonna trade, and that's a lightning gun pack for Nightmare, but he's not gonna get the red armor spawn, and that's the big thing here. The Splash is gonna have a red armor, but no lightning gun. Let's see if Nightmare can abuse that. Oh, what a beautiful rocket from Nightmare. He's gonna get the kill and a spawn frag and another spawn frag. This is looking great for Nightmare. And another spawn frag. That's 3 spawn frags, or 2 actually. 3 frags in total. 13-3 early on in this dm6. He's gonna get the mega as well, but no red armor yet again. It's gonna go to Splash. Nightmare going for this one instead. The mega, that is. Good rockets coming out of Nightmare. He's easily gonna win that fight. And another spawn frag. Dude, the amount of spawn frags that Nightmare is able to get. This is going to be another spawn frag. And now The Mega is on a timer. I thought he was going to delay it. Oh, Splash is going to GG out with 6 minutes remaining. Holy moly. Wow. I did not see that coming. Wow. All right, so we're tied. 1-1. And we're going into a dm2 decider. Now let's see. Is Splash gonna separate the... He's gonna separate the platforms. He wants to desync them. But they're not gonna be desynced. And we're going into the countdown. This is the last game of the evening, guys. It's gonna be a dm2 decider between Nightmare from Portugal and Splash from Sweden. Here we go. Let's see what the spawns are like. Nightmare is gonna get a really bad spawn. I hate this spawn. That's probably the worst spawn on the entire map, if you ask me. Splash should be able to get both Megas here if he wants to. Or at least set up a trap. Uh-oh. Is he aware? He's gonna make the jump. He's gonna take the jump, and that's gonna be costly for Mr. Nightmare. He is gonna go down. He takes damage from his own grenade, and he didn't deal a single damage to Splash. Splash is gonna catch him out at the high rocket launcher as well. And Nightmare, I think, is going down for the second time here, and the third time most likely. Oh, beautiful rocket from Splash. He's probably gonna chase for this frag. He knows that Nightmare is on like 1 HP or maybe 10. Oh, he's back to 57. He was on 7. He picked up the health packs. The high mega will be available. Splash can go for it if he wants to. He's not gonna. Platforms are synced. Nightmare with a first initial rocket. That is perfect. It's on point. Splash backing out. Oh, no. Nightmare is trying to push the issue. Force the issue. And it's not gonna work this time. And Nightmare is in trouble here. Oh, he's gonna take a lava bath as well. Splash is gonna get an easy kill here. This is gonna be an easy one for him. Nice jump by Nightmare to get out of that pickle, but he's still gonna go down. 4-0 for Splash, and the Megas are spawning. Both of them are available. If Splash kids jokes around, Nightmare is gonna hunt him. Yes. A Splash. Okay, he's gonna go on the defense here. A swap over to Nightmare. They both have a mega. They both have a mega, and they both have... Oh, the platforms are now out of sync. They weren't for the longest time, but they are now after that lava bath. Which means that whoever attacks has to make noise if they take that route. Splash is spamming away, and he's gonna win this fight. Make that 5-0 now. Ooh, Nightmare, you're being crazy here. Take your time. You still have 7... Well, almost 8 minutes. No need to force the issue. Just take it easy. You know that the high mega is about to spawn. You had it last. You should be able to get this high mega. Right? He's gonna attack without the mega. This is a crazy attack. I feel like it's also an anti-timing because Splash is not expecting it. He should be able to secure his first frag, and he does. He does get his first frag. So that's going to be a 5-1. Maybe he can catch a spawn frag. We know that he's going to have a yellow. Both megas are now available, or in 3 seconds they are. Oh no, he's going to run into the spam of Splash, and Splash gets another frag. And Splash could potentially get both megas here if he wants to. If he wants to leave here, he can get both the megas. Is he going to do it? Yeah, I think he is. Just a rocket jump away. Oh, he's not gonna. He's gonna set a trap instead. And Nightmare is gonna spring the trap. He is gonna survive for now, though. But the trap was sprung. Six minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Splash in the lead, 6-1. And Nightmare, he needs to find the good fights here. Splash is gonna do nothing but be defensive. Good first rocket from Nightmare, and Splash has yet to hit a single rocket. But this is a very difficult fight for Nightmare to take. And Splash can always just enter the secret and pick up that red. Ooh, okay, he heard Nightmare in big. That's a big tell. You can't attack here, Nightmare. You can't attack. You have to back off. That is going to be a free frag if you try to do it. Oh, good last rocket. It's going to connect with Splash, but Splash can always restack back here. Ooh, he's going to set another trap. This is going to be another trap. This is perfect play by Splash. And Nightmare is going to walk straight into it again. This is textbook play from Splash. He doesn't pick up the high mega. Let's remember that. Oh no, that's another lava bath for Nightmare. And Nightmare's in trouble. Splash, no reason to push it. He doesn't have to attack, and he's not gonna. But here comes Nightmare. Once again, that's a pretty bad angle. And I'm not sure where he's going here. They both have 1 mega each. This time, Nightmare is going to try to attack from path. It's not going to work this time either. He's going to be pushed away. Has to go into secret and pick that red up. And Splash is just going to keep spamming. He's got 26 rockets. Ooh. This is where you should start gathering nails, by the way, so you can make a silent attack on that area if you're Nightmare. Gather nails so that you don't make a noise. Or you don't make a sound when you attack from that angle. Oh, here comes the rocket jump. This is going to be the big one. But Nightmare, once again, is going to back out. Same thing again. It's like a rinse and repeat at this point. But here comes Nightmare. He needs to win a fight pretty soon. Splash is going to miss the first rocket jump. The mega is available. Nightmare is going to push him away from it. Splash is down to 4 HP. But he is going to survive, and he's going to get secret as well. Secret red. He's going to restack on health here. He was down to 4 HP. That is so lucky if you're Splash. 4 minutes remaining. Nightmare came so close to getting that frag. And he's going to rocket jump after Splash. Splash heard it, though. And Nightmare is going to go down. That's 7-1. He gets a good spawn here. Actually, it's a bad spawn because the red hasn't spawned yet. So it's a spawn frag for Splash instead. That's 8-1. And the Portuguese are saying bye-bye. And they're saying, yeah, this is over. But is it, though? That's a frag for Nightmare. That's a start. Ooh, don't walk into a rocket. And he is going to walk into a mid-air rocket from Splash. Good prediction rocket. And, I mean, I think Nightmare is doing the right thing. He's trying to push it. He's trying to force the fight, which I believe is what he needs to do at this point. He's going to try yet again. He's just going to flood Splash, but it's not really going to work. He's going to be forced to take one of the yellows out in big room. But then what? Swap over to Nightmare, see what he does. But it looks like 3 minutes remaining. Splash is on his way to, I believe, maybe his first tournament victory. It may very well be the first tournament victory. Nightmare once again is going to take a lava bath. It's like the 3rd time this game. Good rocket, and Nightmare is... He's weak already. Yeah, he can't take this fight. He's going to be forced to go for the secret red. He can't take that fight. Let's see what he does now. He's going to build some speed. No lava bath this time. Splash knows exactly which way he's coming from. He's already left. Where is Splash? Yep. He's going to rocket jump. He's going to catch Splash off guard, though. This might be a kill for him. He's down to 13 HP. He's not going to find it. Oh, he missed the important rocket. And this is a crazy attack by Nightmare. Maybe it's going to work. No, it's not. And he's going to be forced to get the secret again. He's only got 2 minutes to work with now and 8 frags behind. He's going to keep trying, though. Here's the rocket jump. Oh, no. He went the wrong way. What did Milton say? Already the 2nd time Nightmare could have had a frag but missed the last rocket. Yes, exactly what I was saying as well. It's that last rocket that hasn't been connecting. Nightmare with the high mega pickup, but the clock is ticking. He's going to get this red if he wants to. And the mega. He's as stacked as you can be in QuakeWorld. You have to go for it now. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose whatsoever. I think he's in... Oh, okay. He's going the right way, but he needs to go for it. There's no time, mate. There's no time. You need to go. He doesn't know where he is, though, and that's a problem. He is still in the red mega room. And here he comes. He needs to win this right away. Oh, Splash is going to run away. Nightmare with the rocket jump, but now he's out of armor. No more armor for Nightmare. He's gonna pick up the secret. Beautiful first rocket from Splash. And yeah, he's just walking straight into spam. There's nothing he can do. He's gonna go down. Splash is gonna find the kill, and with 52 seconds remaining, what can Nightmare do? There's not much that he can do. Caramba, says Quake. And here we go. This might be the last fight of the game, actually. Splash is stuck up there. He's going to pick up the Mega, and here comes the big fight. Nightmare needs to win this, but even then, what can he do? 11-2, 30 seconds remaining. Splash could technically just slow spawn this, but instead, he's going to find the spawn frags. And Splash knows it. This might be the first victory of his life. The first tournament victory. I don't know if he's won anything before. I don't know if he's won anything before. But this is just a solid performance by Splash. He's got both the Megas. This is the best way to end a dm2. When you have both Megas in your possession, you're just showing your skill, and that's GG's. Splash is the champion of the Wednesday tournament on the old school maps. Congratulations to Splash. It's gonna be a dm2 victory, 13-2. And Sweden will win its first tournament in this 4-day tournament streak. Congratulations to Splash. I'm sure that he's happy about this. That's amazing. Congratulations. I don't know if he has won any tournament before, so this might be his first. He's been around forever. He's been playing a lot of 2-on-2 together with OK98. They're good friends. They're playing in those tournaments. And what can you say? But congratulations. Let's leave the server. Let's have a look.